right here on the Blacklight District YouTube channel. It's been a good day. After I end this stream, I am going to lay down some vocal tracks for another brand new song. I pretty much had, I don't know, 75% of them recorded, the vocals, as a demo, kind of like, I always like to hear what it's gonna sound like, and wrote the rest of the lyrics, and now it's time to track. There's the people, how y'all doing? Diamond, nice to see you like always. Naruto, hello. Chemical, what up? Hade, how you doing? Pulsar, Snowy American Mapper, what up? Easy, my main man, what's happening? Aston, what's good, bro? Zevs, James Sahatu, what's happening? Emiliano in the house, Gold Power, Animations Insider, shout out, what up? Salvatore, Killer Chicken, I like that one. Blacklighter A, Dakota, Muhammad, Dark and Gamer, Opulence in the house, Amber Hernandez in the house, what's happening? Good to see y'all. As I was just saying, starting the stream, I am obviously in the studio, and once I wrap up the stream, I am gonna lay down and finish the vocals for a third new song. So I am very excited. Hell yeah, Easy. That is what's up, brother. Love to hear it, love to hear it. Off subject a little bit, one of the reasons I wanted to come on today, a lot of you guys know I am a collector of Pokemon cards. Some might consider it more, I guess, high-end. I like the graded cards and stuff like that. When I was a kid, the very first pack of Pokemon cards I ever opened, I bought at a place called Kmart for $2. It was a first edition base set pack. And in that first pack, I pulled the first edition Charizard as my first hit. At the time, didn't really know much about it. But even back then, 1999, 2000, you were still a cool kid on the playground if you had a first edition Charizard. Took it to school for a couple days. I swear to you, like 2-3 days in, someone stole it out of my locker. Little kids back then, we didn't really have locks and stuff like that. So someone steals my first edition Charizard. Year goes by, I kind of get out of the hobby, you know. Cue to end of 2020, we're in the middle of COVID, pandemic. My son, Maddox, who's 8-9 years old at the time, brings home some Pokemon cards, and I tell him, yo, like, I used to collect. I went downstairs, I found my old binder, which had a bunch of awesome stuff in it, aside from that first edition Charizard, of course, which at that time in 2020 sold for nearly $500,000. Blows my mind. That's with it being a pristine 10 condition. So to me, it's like, man, that's unattainable. Obviously, to spend $500,000 on a piece of cardboard, you got to be super rich for that. So in the meantime, I collect and pulled, you know, things like this Umbreon, which in terms of modern cards, 2021, you can see up here. This is probably my favorite modern card. I had 4 of these. I just got rid of one in a trade I did this last week. But I'm so happy because after 20 years, I finally own a first edition Charizard. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So as you can see, it's very clean. There is one kind of print line you can see up here in the right light. I don't know if you can really see it too much on there right now, but this got a 5. This is freshly back from grading. And as you can see the back, I mean, there's a little bit of whitening on some of the corners, but that is so clean. You know what I mean? So this is a PSA 5 first edition Charizard. This card in this grade sells anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 just for this. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see the print line right above the wing. Yep, right there. But everyone I show to thinks that it's much higher than a 5, but yeah, I'm just so happy. Again, this is like at least a $5,000 card in this grade, and every number up it goes, you add on several thousands. I think the 8s are at like 15, a 9 you can get for about 25,000, and then of course the 10 is several hundred thousand. But I just wanted to share that. It's been 20 years in the making, and this is very hard to get, so I'm very happy, and I wanted to share that with you guys. TJ Ace, you know, it's hard to just say this was the hardest song to make. They all, most of them have their, you know, there's times where it can seem like, oh, this is going so quick. I'm writing this song in 20 minutes. There's always some little part, at least for me, where it holds it up. I always go back to the Cold as Ice thing. When I originally wrote the music for Cold as Ice, I had the whole song done, the beat, as the kids would say. And I even had the I'm cold as ice kind of idea in my head. But that complete musical instrumental, let's say, sat there for over a year, just collecting dust, you know. And then I went back to it, wrote it. So it just depends, you know. Dark and Gamer, I hope in the next couple years. Hell yeah, Dakota, glad your brothers enjoyed the shout out. Definitely. I'm trying to read through some of the comments here. Chemical, you know, that's funny you mentioned a sequel to 1990. For a while, I did consider making this next album another year title. You know, it's not really 100% official what I'm naming the album. You never know, but I think I kind of decided to move on from that. Maybe not necessarily move on, but just kind of look at it from a different perspective. I don't know if that makes any sense. Lowell Plant, what's happening? You can do better. See, who is that? Mind Blacklight? Oh man, see, I am the same way because I start hearing some of those new songs and it's just like, dude, this is the jam. I want it now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Gold Power for sure. You can do better. Muhammad, right now, this is my favorite song. That's a great question, Emiliano. What song was the most artistic with meaning? You know, I really do try to have meaning in all of the music, all the songs, and I kind of feel like I don't even start writing for something. Let me rephrase this. It's almost like the song decides when it's ready to come out. I could come down to the studio and try to come up with ideas all day long, but if the proper inspiration isn't there, you might get nothing out of it. On the flip side of that, I can be sitting at home just wanting to chill and all of a sudden something comes into my mind, but it's usually based off of, you know, something that's happened or something recent, like this You Can Do Better track happened all because of some situation that happened over the summer and just little things like that, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Aston, right now, my drummer, he's not my official drummer, but his name is Miles Claiborne. He's been filling in with us for quite a while now. He's actually in a band called Saul, S-A-U-L. They're pretty big in the rock scene, Octane type of world, you know, with some hits on the radio, and he tours and all that type of stuff. Great band, and he's a phenomenal drummer. I believe Miles is busy during the November run, so we're going to have another friend come out and fill in. So, yeah. Yeah, Opulence, exactly. And by the way, bro, I kind of skimmed over the last message you sent on here just because there's comments coming in, but I see you're releasing a song tomorrow. Bro, congrats. That's a big step right there. Big step. Yes, Sergeant. Better Call Saul. Chris Hansen, 100%, man. To me, that's what, it's like it takes that's what makes it art, is that it's not just something we think of, it's real feelings and vibes and whatever we want to call it that comes out. And to me, that is something that's unique and original, even if, you know what I'm saying, even if people went through the same exact situation, the perspective is going to be a bit different on it, you know what I mean? TJ Ace, like any artist, my newest songs are my favorites right now. I'm beyond proud of Cold as Ice, The Struggle, Living in a Nightmare, Them Days, Back into Darkness. I mean, I'm proud of at least a couple songs from each album, you know what I'm saying? Opulence, back at you, bro. I mean, it's the same thing. You know, when I was younger, I didn't really have live streams I could watch of my favorite artists, but I make myself sound old by saying that, but I am 33 years old. I'm not a spring chicken anymore, I guess, which is another weird thing too, because I swear to God, I felt like I was just 16 a week ago. Man, once you hit the 20s, bro, that shit goes by quick, I'm telling you. But it's exactly that, bro. To me, that's what makes it unique. That's what makes it art, is something that comes from inside of us. Even if it's the same thing, it's the perspective that's different. And that's what attracts people. Absolutely, Emiliano, 100%. Pulsar, Avion, One Way. Yeah, that's a great, you know, in the song, you even hear some of the lyrics. I'm trying to remember. Hospital bed, hold me down, no drinking, have one more. You down one score, aren't having any fun, too bad, no more. That's what they say, that's what they preach. Yet every time I come and they ask if I breach, you can't be sipping down another fucking whiskey. It's too risky just to fix me. So might sound just like a party, fuck around kind of thing. But at that time, I had just gotten out of the hospital with something called alcohol-induced pancreatitis, where basically the pancreas enlarges and inflames and enzymes come out and almost give itself third-degree burns because I drank so much from years of being on the road, addiction, blah, blah, blah. So that's where a song like One Way came from. The chorus, you're either gonna fly or you're gonna fall. Do you even wanna get up at all? Will you ever realize that that road only leads one way? Meaning, if you stay on that path you're on, don't change your ways. It's going to only lead you to one place, and we all know where that is. You know what I'm saying? Sergeant, 2012 you looks like George Harrison. Hey, I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. Wark, I appreciate that. Following since 2018. Yep, still making more and a lot more to come. Memes up in the house. What's happening, brother? Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Again, Opulence, love to see the feedback from you because every time you say something like that, it just, in my brain, it clicks that the story is being watched and it is being seen how it's supposed to. So that makes me very happy. You know, Easy, I think the new album is going to be, you know, I don't want to say it's going to be like 1990 because I don't think it's going to be, but I do think it's going to be a rock album at its core. I think it's going to even be more diversified in this. Not that it's going to be crazy different, but it's going to be new. It's going to be the classic sounds, the classic style, the dark melodies, the rock and guitars. But I always try to bring new influences in, again, if the inspiration is there. So I feel like, I really do feel like I'm maturing more in the last year or two. When you hit these early 30s, I feel like lyrically, I'm just getting better at really expressing what I feel inside and able to lay that out. In fact, last night, the track I'm about to record vocals for after I hang this up is half of it was freestyled. The lyrics, I was just kind of going up, and by that, I mean literally right here. I walk up to the microphone, blah, 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 sit here, I come over, I'll hit record, I'll stand up here, and literally I like to come in and just jam a bit. And half the things I just freestyled off the top of the dome were things I ended up keeping because I had a thought in my head. You know what I'm saying? You know, Opulence, that might be a good description. 1990 with some of that earlier influence. Yeah, for sure. Memes, that's so cool you remember that. Justin and I talked about that because, you know, Justin as a teenager, he was in a death metal band. Not only is he an amazing guitar player, but he can scream and sing like an angel. I don't know if some of you guys saw the vocal choir thing I posted the other day, but the choir stuff was all Justin. But you know, Memes, we haven't done it yet, but that is something that we're going to get into. Miss Diamond, much love. I hope, I'm never trying to ignore you, so I hope I didn't today, but great to see you, Diamond. I hope you have a great day out there. Hell yeah, Chris Hansen. I'd love to check out some of these stories sometimes too. I don't know if you post them or whatever it is, but I would love to check it out. Mine Blacklight, You're Welcome XL recording has been done for several months. My producer Brett is finishing up the mixes right now. Obviously, just so you know, XL has been done, and the rest are to follow. You know, Dakota Arp, I haven't announced album title for the next album yet. I'm still kind of between, I'm really down to 2 names, 2 titles. So the shit is getting real, that's for sure. And again, I know I keep saying this like a broken record, but I want to get You're Welcome XL out early as possible this fall, hopefully within just a month or 6 weeks after Just So You Know comes out this Friday, by the way. And then shortly after that, in my mind, I could see like November, Thanksgiving, Black Friday time being a great time to have a first single from a new album come out and all that kind of stuff. Definitely new merch, Opulence, yep. Yep, that's all stuff that we've been really heavy in the meetings about is having what the people want, more merch designs, earlier shows, all ages shows. And by the way, Opulence, I remember yesterday you said the website said the show ends at 11:45. I had my management reach out and they're gonna fix that all up. It is an early show. So I just wanted to set that straight. And I would love to stay on here and chat with you guys. I love how we used to do it. Some of you that maybe were here a couple, 3, 4, even 5 years ago, we did like an hour stream every night, just listening to music, bullshitting, chatting, watching Minecraft videos, whatever the case is. I am gonna get back to that. You can see the studio over here in rehearsal. And then over here on this side, we have this nice area being set up where I'm hoping you're gonna get a new, maybe like Blacklight District podcast or live stream type of thing that's gonna happen frequently and scheduled. Hopefully we'll be seeing some of that here. A little You're Welcome action right there. And yeah, absolutely, Opulence, I'd love to see you. Hell yeah, easy. Muhammad, absolutely it does, especially when some of those videos have tens of millions of views. Feels great to hear the songs on the radio, anywhere like that. That's always like a big payoff, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely, Chris Hansen. And you know, it's so cool too, because I remember you a couple years ago, and then, you know, I kind of slowed down the streams and I don't think I saw you for a little bit, or there was just some sort of little break in there. And then when we kicked back up, I remember seeing your name pop up, and it brought such a smile to my face, because in my mind, I'm always assuming that, well, I haven't been on the stream in a few months. Everyone's moved the fuck on. No one gives, you know what I'm saying? So, man, the love and support of this community. And again, I hope it's not just you guys to me and me to you guys. Again, if some of you guys don't have a lot of people to talk to or this and that, find a fellow Blacklight fan. Find somebody in the AK-19 community. That starts you off something right there, to kind of, I guess, bond over. One more thing. An old fan reached out and asked about the Discord server. Now, I used to have an official Discord server. At the time, we had like 500 active members. And again, this was 4 or 5 years ago. But we do want to start a Discord server back up where I'll join once in a while. Some of the other guys in the band will come in. Just make it a real community. So I do want you guys to know that that is something in motion being talked about to get that back going. Just another place we can all kind of connect. Emiliano, you got a lot of friends here, I promise you. And again, I hope to get this Discord server up and going just so there can be kind of a constant chat happening. Again, the boys and I will stop in, say what's up. I'm telling you guys, we got a lot of cool things in the works. I wish it could be now, but I promise you within the next 6 months to a year, a lot of good things are happening in addition to all the music and content. Just more stuff for the fans, more ways to engage, more ways to stay connected between all of us, Memes, I think it's still there. I haven't had the link in years, so I have no idea. Hell yeah, Rochelle. Hopefully I said the name right. Guys, I'm going to get back to it. I got a couple more hours here. I'm going to try and finish this track. Again, I said I was going to keep the streams more frequent, so I hope I'm keeping up decent. Some of them are shorter, some of them are longer, but I want to at least check in with you guys. And as I get a couple more tracks done, I'd love to do a listening party and just have the core fans, you know, check out some of these new jams. So, hell yeah. Anyways, guys, I got to get out of here. I'm back to work. I'm back to making the bangers. Yes, please, you know, take care of yourselves and each other. Quasar Soul, good to see you. I'm just bouncing off. More streams, more content coming. You guys are the best fans I could ever ask for. Legendary status awaits all of us. We just getting started.